Welcome to the Bad Brothers podcast. We have one bad brother and his name is William. And his other brother is named Michael.
Bad to the bone.
And we started a podcast to hang out with each other. Now I'm taking off a day of work so I can be here. Is this working out? I guess so.
I took a lot of days off work because they told me to.
Speaking of open sketch, did you talk to mom? Did you wish mom happy birthday?
Don't do that.
Huh? Did you?
I haven't.
This is February 22nd or something.
Are we really doing this?
Today is February 22nd. So you called mom 2 days ago.
Even though I used to always joke around that her birthday was the 22nd, and then until one year she got so mad.
Why?
I'd be like, "When is it again? The 22nd?" And I'd always say that. And one year she got really upset, sad, you don't
she
even
thought
you don't even know.
Joking.
Yeah.
She didn't think you were joking.
Yeah, but it's like I'd said it every year, multiple times a year.
Oh.
That was offensive, I guess.
I guess so. So you called her on Saturday, and then she answered.
And
then you were like, "Happy birthday."
I was
did you say?
"Happy birthday, happy birthday."
Oh, you sang that one.
Happy birthday, today's your special day. Dude, we got a birthday here.
Yes,
we got a birthday here. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Wait, how have we not told this story on the podcast when we went to Red Robin?
The one time you went to Red Robin?
When we clapped for the birthday song.
Yeah, and what happened? Oh, yeah. Was it just you and I?
Yeah, it was just you and I. And it was so weird.
Yeah.
It's one of those just like...
Did we just go there for no reason? I forget.
I think so.
Was it in Silverdale?
No, it was in Tacoma, I think.
Mm. I
think it was a far-flung attempt at that time to hang out. And we didn't.
I think we had Christmas gift cards or something.
We didn't know we needed to start a podcast at the time.
And we probably had gift cards.
We probably had gifts to exchange, so we had to meet up.
And gift cards from mom to Red Robin.
Yeah. So, but it's one of those weird memories that it's like that day wasn't that crazy. Like you don't really remember, and I don't really remember why we're there, but it was just it was just such a random funny thing that I always think about it. And it was that
we were at Red Robin, as people do. There were some birthdays going on, and if you haven't been to Red Robin, the workers come around and clap in a repetitive
But that is the thing.
motion.
Who hasn't been to Red Robin? That's what they ask you when you go there. At least they used to. They said, have you been to Red Robin before? It's like, who hasn't been to Red Robin?
The birthday song starts like this.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
So there's a good measure of claps before the song starts.
They got to wait for all the
workers and
everybody there. Yeah.
And then everyone looks. It's kind of like when someone orders fajitas at a Mexican restaurant for the attention. Everyone looks to see. So Michael and I start clapping along, as ones might do, joining the festivities. And then
just regular clapping. We weren't even doing beats or nothing.
No. Just regular old clapping. And then the song's over. And I think there's a lady was walking by or a table across from us.
It was like a...
It's not maybe a 55-year-old lady and guy.
I thought it was the guy.
She leads over. Someone leads over and how do you guys know Or do you guys work here?
Yeah, do you guys work here? We're like sitting down eating lunch.
Nope. So how do you know to clap? I'm like, what?
It was just I don't know. It was just
also
thing.
The other thing they do is before they start.
Do you know that?
I'm pretty sure before they start clapping, they say, "Attention, everybody!
Yes,
Lance is celebrating his 12th birthday. Join us."
Yay,
I'm
Lance.
pretty sure they say, "Join us in singing the Red Robin birthday song."
Yeah. How do you guys know that?
How do you know to clap?
Oh, you mean that one of the first motions you do as a 1-year-old?
Yeah.
Put your hands together.
There's a version 2 of the birthday song, and I forget what it is.
Happy birthday.
No. There still is the clapping. But it's, yeah.
What's the deal? Happy birthday is actually like a copyright song? It's actually copywritten.
It is copywritten?
Yeah.
Oh. It's not. Its time isn't up yet.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why they can't get a release for it for like movies or restaurants, whatever. That's why they all get their special songs. And
good
special
times.
songs. And listen to this professional radio transition. Speaking of things to celebrate.
Divorce.
Speaking of, did you have a divorce cake? You know, like people do that now.
No, I was out with other friends, and I had pizza and beer.
That sort of is a divorce cake, I guess.
The beer's what caused the divorce. I'm just kidding. No.
Wait, did you go out on purpose, or you just happened?
No, it just happened to be that day. But another great thing happened this week, which I wasn't expecting. I got promoted in jiu-jitsu to blue. Gig Harbor's newest blue, baddest blue, is me, coming in at 208 pounds. From Port Orchard, Washington. Yes. Born and raised Pacific Northwest.
What would your nickname be?
The Anaconda. Have I not told that story on here?
No.
I'll tell that next. So I got promoted. That was very exciting. I was not really expecting that. You know, you feel like there's always something else you can work on. The more you learn, the more you learn that you don't know anything, you know?
Yeah. Okay, I do have a funny thing because I wanted to say on the podcast because I think it's interesting, but I already asked you here in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a funny thing. It's like, do I want to ask you that on the podcast? You know, I was going to say about like going up a level. Like, how do you...
Oh, yeah. You can ask. People might want to know.
Well, but then I can't ask because it's like, I already did it. I already did ask.
But they don't know that.
So, Will? There's no...
If you would have just asked me normal, I wouldn't have gone, you just asked me that.
Well, I know that. But also, I don't want this to be like too much of a put on. I just want it to be like as close... It's not going to be a normal conversation because we have 2 microphones in our face, but
yeah,
I want it to be decently close to a normal conversation. But there's no levels. There's no official...
There's no like test
for different belts or whatever.
It's not like
I think
know.
That'd be hard.
It's not like I know 5 chokes and 5 submissions and 5 takedowns and then you're a blue belt or something like that.
So what's after blue?
Blue and then purple, brown, black. Nurple.
So purple's next. So that's what I think would be weird is like, how do you know when you would get a purple? Somebody just decides.
When you start killing all the blue belts.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Why?
I don't know. It just doesn't.
Well,
It's
along
not
the way,
objective enough to.
yeah. Well, along the way, you get stripes, and that's just like
In your gi.
acknowledging. No, they're on the belt.
Oh.
There's like the black part of the belt.
Get the microphone off your beard right now. Oh,
so
yes.
your coach gives you stripes along the way to acknowledge your progress.
Yes.
So usually it goes up to 4 usually, but it was COVID and stuff like that. I never got any more stripes after 2 on my white belt before I got the blue belt.
Dang. Sorry for yawning on the podcast.
Just because I didn't see the owner that much, and he's the one that usually does the promotions. And time went by because of COVID, where it was a year ago next week that I got those stripes on that one because I saw it on my Instagram.
But are there like? But there are things to learn because there's lots of different.
Yeah, there's tons
skills, different techniques, different moves.
There's
I guess.
unlimited amount of things to learn, and in competition, there's certain things you can't do depending on what belt you are for safety reasons.
Yeah, so there is sort of a guideline.
Yeah, like white belts, beginners can't do like heel hooks and some different like crushing submissions, or like slicers they call them, where it's like your like bone is cutting across like their calf or bicep or something. Yes. And you can't, stuff like that. And so as you progress, like blue belts can do heel hooks, which can be pretty dangerous because you can blow out your whole knee. And so as you go on, they're assuming that you can now defend that, better. And so goes through that. Yeah. I mean, and there's different competitions have different rules too, but yeah, in general, there's more things you can do the higher the belt.
I hope so.
Sure, it's fun, exciting. It felt good accomplishment, especially for this crazy year of COVID and stuff, and those breaking my foot in jiu-jitsu. And then just all those, like I've talked about before, those jiu-jitsu guys, like such like good friends and support.
Those are my dudes.
My dude. My guy. Guys.
MAGA?
No, I keep saying my guy. What's up, my guy? It was one of those things that started ironically.
No.
It started ironically, and then it was it's keeps happening.
That's funny. My guy. That's a good one.
I think it's because of PD USA.
Oh, yeah.
He always says it.
PD USA. Go on TikTok. He's a good one.
It's a real Steven Spielberg of TikTok.
He is.
Did you see the yard one where he's just sitting in the yard?
No, I haven't been TikToking very much lately.
It's a good one. What else was I going to say? I was going to tell the story of my nickname, the Anaconda.
Oh, yeah. Will the Anaconda Browning.
So.
You got a walk-in song?
Oh, I got a whole playlist. You want to hear my walk-in song?
I'll take you to the candy shop.
Nope. So one night hanging out with my ex-father-in-law, rip, he's still alive. He's still alive. But we're still good. But we hung out and stuff, went to bars, and we were going. He's like, we're going to go out on Friday night and tear up the town. He's like, where you want to go? And I was like, I don't know. And we went to the Hayu Hihi in Gig Harbor.
Yeah. Good pizza.
Oh, I never had the pizza.
That's all I've had. from the Hayu.
Yeah. So, background on father-in-law. He is a biker type guy.
Dang.
Not in a gang, but back in the day, he used to get in fights and stuff and whatnot. Ruffian.
Yeah.
So we go into the harbor and go to the Hayu, and there's some stereotypical Gig Harbor guys playing pool. And so we say, oh, we want to get in like next or whatever. And so we end up, me and him, first two of them. And right when they break, the tip of the pool cue flies off, breaks. And so the ball like barely rolls and touches the rest of them.
That's awesome.
And so they're like, oh, we got to redo it. And then Dean, father-in-law, is like, he's like, no, I don't. That was your turn. And so they're all like kind of arguing and stuff. And then this guy out of nowhere from like across the bar comes over.
Wait, he didn't know them though. Dean didn't know them.
No, we don't know these people.
And why is he talking to him?
Because we're playing them now.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were watching them.
No, now it's 2-on-2. They finished their game. Now it's two of them versus us.
If I listen back and I'm editing this and you just said that so clearly and I just wasn't listening, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But if not, moving on.
I think I said it. If I didn't, I'm sorry.
Okay, so if I was in because I was like, you guys were just waiting to play, but I get it.
We were waiting for them to finish their game so we could play, and then them.
I think
because they were trying to hold down the table.
Yeah, I got it.
So we played them, and so they
broken
cue.
If he broke the cue and then the ball touched, I would have been the same. I'd have been like, sorry, whatever.
Get a better pole.
Yeah.
Pole. Anyway, so now broken pole, slight argument about whose turn it is. A guy from, I don't know where he came from. He's also only about 5'4".
Hothead already.
Yeah, and Dean is like 6 foot at least, 6'2", and also big barrel chested. And comes over and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's their turn." And Dean just turns, steps on his foot, and like kind of like leans into him a little bit, like with this holding his toes. And he's like, "Who are you? And why are you telling me how to play our game? Like, where'd you come from?" And he's like, "Oh no," and then he's all like, "Oh, I'm sorry," or whatever, and blah 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 blah. But he like sticks around and is still like trying to like talk. And I don't really remember. Like fast forward, like when it wasn't my turn, I was just like the bar was right there, and I was just like sitting, like just kind of watching, not really talking to anybody.
And somehow by the end of the story, you have your pants down and you're called the anaconda, or
hold on. So when it's not my turn, I'm just
get him.
I'm just sitting there, and this short guy is still like talking to Dean a lot, and then all of a sudden the short little guy buys Dean and I drinks. And he's like talking to us about stuff, and I'm like coming in the conversation late.
Wait, is he like starting to be normal?
Yeah. So now he's like overly friendly.
Oh.
And like talking about us, and then he keeps saying, "Well, Gig Harbor is a small town, so I'm sure I'll see you." He said that probably like 5 times. And so I'm just like, what is this guy's deal? Like, it seems like a used car salesman now.
Yeah, it seems weird.
And anyway, like we go on, like finish. The game's over. We do our own thing. Blah blah. That guy still is kind of hanging around, talking to us, and then we leave.
Wait, sorry to slow down the story again. But what happened with the broken pool cue?
We took the turn.
But you didn't fight with those guys. Or like, what was the rest of the game like?
We beat them.
But
they were like sore losers.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like a fight.
Okay. I mean, not fight, but like
they accounted to their whole loss of that first it breaking right at the beginning. and they're just like,
but there was lingering animosity during the game.
Yeah. Because they're losing.
Yeah.
We didn't care.
Yeah.
And so we're leaving, walking out the parking lot, and Dean's like, "You did a good job in there." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "You were nice and quiet." And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "Told them all you were you're a UFC fighter, the Anaconda, because you wrap people up in your legs and stuff, and that he was like my manager or something, and just got in from out of town." And he said like, "Yeah, you don't want to mess with him." He's like, "You don't know who that is?" They're like, "No." Like, "That's the Anaconda." No. And I was like, "Are you serious?" Like, he didn't even tell me about it.
Ooh, that's funny.
And yeah, so turns out that guy was super nice now, because he like thought, I don't know what he thought. And that's why he kept saying, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll hear about you or see you or whatever. Gig Harbor's a small town." Because yeah, the story was like we were just rolling through town.
That's funny.
And so
maybe you did tell me about this, but
that's why he was buying drinks and stuff. So the Anaconda.
You know, that story was all leading somewhere, and now I think it's, I don't know. I can't figure out what I think, because
about
I
the
like
song.
No, I like
about the story.
about the
I was
song.
looking up the song.
Nicki Minaj.
What?
Anaconda.
No, that's not by Nicki Minaj.
Yes,
She stole that song.
she did a song with a new verse,
I know.
but what's this?
Will Browning, the Anaconda.
If I'm on the other side of the ring, what would my nickname be? Anyways,
I don't know. Elephant.
and I heard that.
Elephant Wrecking Ball.
If I heard
That's a
that,
band.
I'm like, I'm winning.
There's another one that I thought about walking out to, and it's the guy that did the "I Want to Be a Man Cub" from Jungle Book, except he's singing a song that says, "I'll be happy when you're dead," because of this guy stole his meatballs.
The guy stole his meatballs?
Yeah.
I'm lost.
The guy stole his meatballs, and then he says, "I'll be happy when you're dead," because he doesn't like him.
Here's the thing. I like a lie.
That song does sound better, like with loud. There's like the bass and stuff.
Yeah, I hope so.
But it is definitely, it's a brass band song.
I like a wild lie in public.
Oh, a story, like a story.
So I can't tell if I'd be into the Anaconda moment or not. I think I would.
I didn't even know I was in it. That's the whole thing. That's what makes it crazy.
But then if it's with your father-in-law and he's saying he's your manager, I don't know. I guess.
This was pre-jiu-jitsu too. Like if something went down,
you couldn't even heel hook him.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be allowed.
Right. Would have just hit him with the pool cue.
Pool cue.
Pool cue. Yeah.
You ever been in any scraps? Like that?
No, not in my adult life.
That's what all those like fighters say. They don't like being seen out because there's like people who then
will get
think
drunk
they're tough
and
or
wanna, like,
get
fight
drunk them and want to fight them and stuff, and they don't want to do that. They want to fight in, well,
The rules.
occasionally some of them want to fight when they're out, but yeah, they want to fight with the rules. But
And get paid for it and not just
yeah, exactly.
get a felony.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just like a personal gripe at the moment. I know we joked about, oh yeah, you never said what you said to mom.
For her birthday?
Yeah, you sang happy birthday. Did you
Mhm.
get her a card?
No.
And she answered the phone, and you said happy birthday,
Yeah.
and then
Then I say, "Oh, what are you doing for your birthday?" And she said, "Oh, going to, Longhorn Steakhouse," and
probably.
something like that. And then, like, "Oh, nice, nice. What dad get you for your birthday?" Something.
Yeah, he gets a typical like husband to wife gift, like a ring or
A bracelet.
yeah.
Yeah, something.
That's what it says. It's either something she wants, like it's exactly.
Yeah, like
I want this,
like a connecting something she already has that's like something related to it.
or just like some, like a gift that say like, I saved it on Amazon. Buy me that exact thing.
Yeah.
So it's either that or like a stereotypical man gift, perfume, ring,
something. What's his name at Shane Company would be proud of.
Well, you know what? Anything you buy there,
That's
you can be proud of.
That's a freaking gripe for me. It's the
Why?
Shane Company. Because every year, every Valentine's Day and every Christmas, he says the words, "Do you want to actually make the love of your life happy?"
He does.
Or he says, "Do you want to get what will really make the love of your life happy?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Excuse me? Don't use your emotional, manipulative language to get me to buy your rock, cheap rock, actually, with fake value, fake news, rock."
They go to the diamond cutters in Mumbai and
There's
Thailand.
There's
and,
billions of diamonds.
Do you remember when they ran like ads of the sun for a couple? They did like 2 commercials of the sun, which is not the same voice, so it's not the same. If Shane Co. Senior RIPs, then it's like,
Yeah,
what are they gonna do?
And I actually saw on TikTok, and grandma ignored.
It's on TikTok.
Someone was saying, yeah, they were singing this. They were saying this Shane Company commercial, but it was like for somewhere like in Arizona, and so instead of saying like located whatever next to the Alderwood Mall, it was like some totally other thing, and I was like, that's like, it sounded weird,
Yeah.
It messed with my brain because everything else leading up to the city sounded exactly the same.
Yeah. What a voice. Probably sounds a lot like my voice listening to this podcast right now.
Super annoying.
Yep. I actually bought Mom's present early because I had this planner. One of the things I was doing this year, I have a planner. So it's working out. So it's February. I haven't accomplished all my goals. I don't really have goals, but
Task.
I haven't, followed through on a lot of my creative ideas for 2021. But one of the things is I have kept a planner, and I did remember to send Mom's birthday present before her actual birthday. She got it Monday. Dude, I'm so on top of things.
Great.
And I bought a card. And this is my personal gripe. It might be 60 seconds, but listen. Cards are so expensive now. They are insane. So you go there, and so I was at Target yesterday, and I'm walking around. I'm like, Tammy texts me. I said I had a planner, but I forgot, and Tammy reminded me, hey, get some cards. I was like, oh, that's right, Valentine's Day, gotta get a card. obviously. Tammy loves cards. Got to get a card. I don't care if I never get a card again.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, see if you can get something, a little something for the boys. Which, okay,
Candy.
I got something to say about that too. I'm glad I brought this up myself. Thank you, myself, for bringing this up. But anyways, go buy the cards. They're just expensive. Mm-hmm. They got the papyrus ones in the plastic.
Oh yeah.
And they got the envelopes in them and
Made
everything.
from recycled paper.
Oh gosh.
Gluten free.
And now they're making them like practically like 3-dimensional. They're about an inch thick with all the decor.
Yeah.
They throw on the front of the card. It's like, and yeah, some of those are like $12.
Oh yeah.
A $12 card, that's half my
retirement.
That is half my retirement. It's half my budget for my gift.
Yeah.
And so I'm texting Tammy. I'm like, I'm going to spend $30 on 4 cards walking out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff they say in the cards is just like too much. I mean, there are many times.
It's a rare day when I find one that actually says something.
There are many times now where I'll find the nicest like blank card. I can't.
Oh, I specifically now only look for the blank card.
Same.
And they're hard to find. There's only like 2.
Yes, same. Because the stuff they say in them is just like too. It's just too crazy.
And for the people that love the stuff they say in them but don't want to pay the $12. I believe this could be the move, is to find a card you like that's $15 and says something nice in it that you like, and then take the blank one and just write what it said in the other one.
Yeah, take a picture of it. Or remember it, because they're so stupid. You could probably make up something as stupid as in the card. I think cards are made for stupid people. Because they say things that...
Hold on. You just said Tammy loves cards.
You weren't supposed to point that out.
Redact your statement.
Okay. Cards are made for stupid people plus Tammy.
Okay.
Well, actually, it depends what perspective you're talking about.
The buyer.
Because... like some of the things for the ladies, it is like what they want to hear.
Yeah.
But some of the things for the guys, I just think, what guy wants to hear what's written in this card? It's just like this is what they figured out. The cards for the guys are written for the woman. Because they want the woman to buy the card.
Right.
And she reads what's on the inside like, we respect you. We love you.
Our provider.
You mean the world to us. Every moment we're thinking about how great you are to us.
World's greatest son.
And it's like...
when I held you in my arms the first time when you were born.
That's to bring out the woman's emotions.
Yeah.
And so they read this card and they're just like, oh, this is so sweet to him, and this is like gonna be so meaningful to him. And it's like, it's just not.
Yeah.
That is the woman. But for the guy's card, for the
guy buying
the card,
also written for the woman.
It's also written for the woman, and it's written for the guy to be like, duh, this is what I think a woman wants to hear.
King of Queens.
And the guy does not think it at all. But it's just like, it's an idea of something that he thinks a woman wants to hear.
Yeah.
And so then he gets a card. But if you are a normal, or if you're like a, person with half a brain, and you have a deeper emotional intelligence than whatever Hallmark card requires, then you just look at each one of those cards. The only good cards are the funny ones because that's just
those
funny.
are hard to find now.
That's just funny. It's just like, gosh, they're just ridiculous. And then it's like, it's like I'm gonna pay $9 to have something so stupid written in it. It's like, no. But then it's like at a certain level, it's like you have to. Then I'm like looking at
it's the same manipulation from Shane.
And then I feel like a jerk because I'm looking at the back of the card, and then I'm like, oh, okay, this one's $4.99 instead of $9.99.
I'm about to take a A2 sheet of 8.5 by 11 and fold it in half and put it in an envelope.
I've done it. Yeah, because then it's like, then it makes you feel like the bad guy because then you're looking at prices and then you're like, oh, what am I, the guy who like judges his love by $3.99 or $4.99? Do I not love my wife enough to pay $9.99? It's like, no,
you love her too much to waste the money on her.
I guess that's what I tell myself.
Yeah, start going to the dollar store for cards.
But I'm the guy that like the Target aisle, and then I'm just like looking real quick. I'm flipping every card. I'm just
30 of them,
flipping it over. Gosh.
Yeah, why can't they just have the price tags out on the shelf like every other item in the store?
And here, this is my real pet peeve about Valentine's Day. This is where Tam and we disagree. This is why we're going to marriage counseling.
Oh,
no,
geez.
we're not. But Valentine's Day is not for children. It's for children to children.
Right.
Do your Valentine. You make your little Valentine shoebox. You decorate it.
Mm-hmm.
You figure out who in the class. Landon's getting a little older now.
There's 25 kids in the class. They only sell the box of Valentines. That's only 21 Valentines.
Oh, how do they do that? It's like the hot dog buns and the hot dogs. And so, yeah. Kids can say things. Landon's getting a little older. I've been dropping more like little, if you think anybody is cute in the class and stuff like that, not too much, just.
And he's like,
easy.
Dad, you.
And so, but this is the thing. Tammy is like, pick a couple cards out for the boys.
They can't read.
Also a problem for one of the two. But okay, I can say this. I don't like to say stuff about the kids, but Declan has been doing the cutest thing because he's like, he's finally starting to realize like letters make up words.
Yeah. Because he had the alphabet down, right?
Yeah, he's had the alphabet down, and he could even write that. We didn't even know he could write the whole alphabet, and he just did one day. But he's been doing this thing. He's like, I'm like, what's Tammy's name? Or, like, what's mom's name?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, D, F, G, D.
He just picks some.
Yeah, he just picks. But Andy also all does letters that are right next to each other in the alphabet and stuff. Yeah. Anyways, that's just cute. But yeah, but I just feel like Valentine's Day is the whole point of it. It's a romantic holiday. It's like we're expanding holidays like too much for everything. Like
National Pizza Day yesterday.
I'll come back to Valentine's Day, but it's even like Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Yep,
Mother's
I also
Day.
hate those.
Mother's Day, now you have to buy your grandmother a card. It's like you have to buy the grandmother. Then it's like your parents, but then you have to get one for your grandparents, and you have to get one your kids. Exactly. Yeah, you got to buy one for your wife. Then you got to, if your kids buy, they're getting one from your mother, but then you got to get one from your kids. So that's a grandmother. It's like, no, it's Mother's Day. One card, mother. That's it.
Everyone has one mom. Hey, I am your mother.
Another good one. Another one. But it's like, And it's the same thing. It's like, that's what I feel about Valentine's Day. It's like, Valentine's Day, it's like you're supposed to be like telling somebody how much you love them. It may have some sort of sexual innuendo, and that's just it. That's as far as the holiday goes. Kids do it in class so they can share candy with each other. That's the only reason they care about Valentine's Day. And you get a little older, and then you can sneak some like love into the situation. You start getting a little older,
touching pinkies in the hallway.
yeah, you know it. But that's like, I shouldn't be buying my kids Valentine's Day cards.
No.
If I'm using Valentine's Day to parlay into some sort of sexual encounter, and I'm not trying to like cross streams of also buying my children some just sweet like I just generally love you.
Yeah, unless your like teenage
I
daughter
generally
just broke
love
up
them.
with her boyfriend or whatever.
No.
And you want to like make her feel better and get her some flowers or something. Maybe she'd like that.
I don't think so. Daddy-daughter dance, don't do it. Don't. It's all in that vicinity. It's like,
I don't know. I don't have kids.
hey, don't buy your kids Valentine's Day cards
Okay.
out there. PSA.
Can you give us another Brad Garrett impression like you did earlier?
Did I do one?
This is how much I love you.
No, you're the one who did that.
Hey.
No, that's what you did last time.
Yeah.
Ray.